We're gonna use about a cup or so of water, and then we're gonna add our starter in there. Oh, look at that. You'll know your starter is like good if it floats in water. That means that the yeast or whatever is doing its thing. So we're gonna put about 1 spoon in there. Let's make it like 2. One. Look at that. And 2. Then you just kind of mix it together. It'll start to look like this once you mixed it. You know, you don't actually even really have to mix it together if you don't want to. I just like to. You can actually throw the starter directly into the flour if you want to, because you're going to mix it all together in the bowl. However you prefer. Now we have our regular smegular all-purpose flour. It's about 3 cups. Doesn't have to be perfect. 1. Good enough. 2. And we'll call that 3. Right there. Boop. All right, now we can add in our water and starter and start making the dough. I like to do it this way because it's fun. It looks visually appealing. Add a little bit. Then we still got more. We're gonna add it all, but I'm going to start mixing now. You can add it all in at the same time if you want to. It doesn't really matter. This is just fun for me. We go around in a circle. Dough. You can mix it however you want. This is just a fun way I like to do it. Oh, if you don't know how to make sourdough starter, it's literally just water and flour, and you let it sit for a while and ferment. So like 1 part flour, 1 part water, and you add it in there like over the course of, I guess, days, really hours, like maybe 8 hours later, it'll start to rise and fall. Once it starts to ferment, it'll have like a sour smell, but you'll see it like bubbling and rising up or whatever. That's how you know when it's kind of ready. And you want to use it, the sourdough starter, when it's risen, when it's all bubbly, because that's when it's releasing the most gas, and it'll be best for your bread. So now we're folding and mixing our dough by hand. You don't have to do it by hand if you don't want to, if you have a mixer or something, but I think it's more fun to do it by hand. That's part of the reason I like making bread. Just playing with it like a kid. Kind of hard to film with one hand and actually do this well. There we go. That's good enough. So much kneading up the dough that you didn't get to see because I am limited by resources. So we're going to let this sit for about, I guess, maybe like an hour or something like that. Let it do its thing, maybe, and rise. So I'll see y'all then. So it's been about an hour. This is what's become of our dough. So now it's time to fold it and reshape it and then set it again. Now it's a lot more, boom, folding it over. A lot more sticky-ish or whatever. Still hard to work with only one hand. Check out the elasticity of it. Boop, boop, boop. Ooh. So we're gonna do a couple of more folds on it, and then we're gonna put it in our baking pan after we grease it. I love it when it gets into this like pizza dough. Floppy and big and nice looking. But we're still folding it up and everything, getting it nice shaped. All right, here's our baking pan. We're gonna butter it up so the bread doesn't stick. Check it out, get that nice and buttery. So we got that nice and buttered up. So we're gonna take our little thing of dough right here, and we're just gonna, there we go, set it in here and let it rest for a bit and let it continue to do its thing, maybe for like half an hour or an hour or something, and then we're gonna bake it at maybe 350, 370 degrees for like a while until it's golden brown or something. And we're going to make a couple little cuts, like, yeah, 1, 2, 3. 3. There you go. That's good enough. A little claw marks. A little bit of butter on top. All right, so we're ready to put our bread into the oven, and there we go. We'll be back in like maybe half an hour to check on it. Alrighty, so bread is fresh out of the oven, still very hot. So we're gonna cut it open and see how we did. One hand working here makes it a lot difficult. Hot, hot, hot. Hot. Yeah, definitely. Ooh, steam. Opened it way too early. Should let it cool beforehand. But I would say it's not too bad. And boom, we got some bread.